iPhone 6 Plus is probably worth buying in 2020 if you want a cheaper iPhone that still works like a proper handset. But what if you are a serious phone user with special needs like a good quality camera, plenty of RAM and internal storage, or maybe you love playing high graphics games on your smartphone like PUBG? Should you buy the iPhone 6 Plus in 2020? Hey, I am Victor, and in this video, I'll be reviewing the pros of the iPhone 6 Plus against its cons in 2020. But before we dive in, if you have not already, please hit the subscribe button just below this video and turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified every time I upload new videos like this one. The iPhone 6 Plus was released in September of 2014, so technically speaking, it will be 6 years old by September of this year 2020. However, the iPhone 6 Plus still performs better than most smartphones of 2020. This phone is 6.22 inches tall, it is 3.06 inches wide and 0.28 inches thick. This phone weighs approximately 172 grams. It has a glass front and a unibody aluminum back and frame. The design doesn't feel so old, maybe because it was reused in the iPhone 6s, iPhone 7 and even the iPhone 8. The display is not bad either. Although it's an IPS LCD display, it is still decent. Because of the large bezels around it, it doesn't feel like the most premium thing in the world, especially in the world of the 11 Pros, S10s and P30s. On the bottom there is a 3.5mm headphone jack, which is a very beautiful thing. If music and sound is your thing, or if you can't do without the headphone jack, then this phone is very valid for you. There is no IP or waterproof certification on this guy, no Face ID, which is Apple's face unlock feature, although it has a very dependable and capable biometric unlock and security system, which is the Touch ID. This thing is accurate, and for most of the time I've used this device, it worked correctly. This phone has survived 5 Apple seasons. It came with iOS 8 and got upgraded to iOS 9. It also got iOS 10 and iOS 11, and finally it is at iOS 12.4.4. Unfortunately, it didn't get the latest update from Apple, which is iOS 13. Even though it didn't get iOS 13, it is still getting iOS security updates and patches. This is so impressive for a 6 years old device. It is not slow, but it's not fast, if you know what I mean. This guy has only 1GB of RAM, which is decent considering the optimization Apple do on their devices. It's no slouch at all. It's ready to take up every task you put at it, but don't expect it to switch between apps swiftly. For very regular users, they won't notice any lag in performance unless you put it side by side in comparison with other later iPhones. The camera performs well, especially when you are not comparing it with cameras on newer iPhones. The rear camera is 8 megapixel, while the front is 1.2 megapixel. It handles dynamic range well, colors and natural. Under natural and proper lighting, this phone camera is good. Where it shows its age is under poor artificial lighting. The camera is enough for most users. This guy shoots video up to 1080p at 60fps without OIS, and when you shoot at 30fps, optical stabilization steps in. It can shoot 720p videos at 240 frames per second. This is really usable when you want to do a super slow-mo video. Even though the iPhone 6 was one of Apple's best sellers when it came out, there were still complaints about this device, like the aluminum frame bending and the camera becoming blurry after some time. Apple had to start a replacement program for the camera and afterwards released a successor to this guy, which is the iPhone 6s and 6s Plus. Another popular complaint on this guy was the antenna band that runs across the back of the device. Many people said it made the device look very ugly. And another major complaint is the battery life. The 2915 mAh battery wasn't enough to see this phone through a full day of heavy use. The sound this device produces is clean. The mic works well. It also has a dedicated mic for noise cancellation. Now to the big question: should you buy this device? If you don't mind having an almost obsolete camera arrangement, or if you are not a battery power hungry user, and you are not interested in the latest software version from Apple, then this device is for you. If design and aesthetics is your thing, run away from this guy because the design has aged. Even though it is very slim and sleek, the bezels and antenna band on this guy makes it really ugly. So finally, if the price is right and your ego isn't wrapped up in having the latest and greatest pocket electronics, then why not go for it? What do you think about this device? Do you think it's worth buying in 2020? I'll be leaving in the comment section ready to answer your questions. If this video was helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up and also share so it can help someone somewhere trying to make a purchase decision. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.